My name's Tom Jensen. Welcome to Tom's Guide to a Marathon. Today's episode's called Major Steps. Now, on Fridays I have a morning commitment. In the afternoon I was tired and I didn't want to go run 10 miles. The problem with this thinking is that this 10-mile workout was probably like the cornerstone or the keystone of the entire workout plan. It was the most important thing in the whole thing. And so I went, and I did. And the first couple of miles, I didn't like it. I was slow and clunky, and I didn't feel good. But after a couple miles, something happened. I got a good pace. I got going, and I went. Then along the way, I stopped to visit with a fellow athlete for just a minute or two. I don't know what happened, but it did. All of a sudden, when I took off, I was going faster and better, and I kept that pace up for the rest of the race. You never know. But you got it in you, and I got it in me. The next morning was my 20-mile run. I went 21 and a quarter miles. Let me tell you about what happened. So 5:30, I ventured into the blackness, and I ran. I had no quest for speed. I didn't know what I'd do. I just wanted to run far. And so I did. Now, this thing about the early morning, you see things that nobody else is ever going to see. I was running along the green belt, and I had to slow down and walk because Mommy and Daddy Goose were taking the goslings out for breakfast, and they were walking across my path, and I wasn't going to get in their way. And that was fun. And then I turned the corner. I turned the corner to where the golf course is. And I look out, and it's like I'm in a painting. It's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. There's this fog hanging 4 feet over the fairway. And it just felt good. It was magical. The fog was going to burn off in an hour and nobody else would know that it happened. But for me, I was running in a painting, and that was great. As I progressed down the road, a doe came out of the bushes, and she looked at me with that deer in my headlamps look, and then a few seconds later bopped off again and never saw her again, but it was fun. I got to my turnaround point, and I beat the sun up again. That was good. And then my friend Mandy came riding by on her bike on her way to the lake. And, it's always fun to see a friend when you're out and about. Drank a nano, had another gel, and I took off. On my trip home, the green belt was crowded. Everybody else had shown up for their morning runs, and they missed all the good stuff. One thing about running without music is, it may cost me race time. I don't know. But I really, really, really love bathing myself in the energy of humanity. I just love interacting with people. I love running. I love calling people beautiful. I love saying hi, and it comes back to me. And that energy is something that sustains me. It just makes me happy, and I enjoy doing my workouts. And 20 miles, you kind of need that stuff. When I hit 15 miles, the gel wore out. My body switched into reserves, and I kept on going. One thing about the nano and the gels is they're simply tools that help me use my fitness more efficiently. They're good tools, but it all comes down to what I'm doing inside of me. Now, of course, at the end of the race, I got to the hill, and there's no way I'm running it today. A couple of steps later, the thought came to my head, there's only one way to find out if you can do it. The run wasn't pretty, but I made it. And I kept on going. I made it home with jello legs. And I feel like a champion with a reachable goal in sight, because we can get this done. Thanks for listening. I'm Tom Jensen. You have a great day.